Hello.
Stacy?
Yes,
Hi, it's Teresa. How are you?
I'm good. How are
I'm
you?
doing well. It's okay if I work with you live?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so I do have a father energy coming to my awareness. So when I say father, father, grandfather, uncle, or father-in-law, he makes me feel there's a head connection, like stroke, aneurysm, or Alzheimer's dementia. There's that connection. Does that resonate so
Yes.
far? Okay. Now
Yep.
he's also making reference to October or the 10th of any month, birthday, anniversary, or passing.
That's his birthday.
That's his birthday. Perfect. And then I'm
Hmm.
hearing the name, which sounds like this is either like Philip or Phil. There's a Phyllis.
Um,
There's a Ph- Phil. I would say Phil.
that's my aunt.
That's Phyllis.
Yes.
Okay. Now he's also making reference to the two boys. There's two sons. There's two boys.
Yes.
Okay.
My brothers.
And you just moved coasters. There's a coaster can like what you put the
Yes.
drinks on.
That is what blew my mind because I had them in my hand like maybe 10 minutes ago
Oh,
and was moving them around.
okay. So you understand that.
So
Now,
yeah.
as he's coming
Oh
through, he's also making reference to either like working in a bank or working with money. Does that resonate with you?
yeah. Working it. Yeah, it does.
Okay. And he's also referencing like driving truck or like semi truck. Where's this connection for you?
My brother drives a semi.
Okay, that's fine. And then he's wait, were you guys planning on he's making me feel like were you guys planning on moving? Or is this your brother?
Um, no, I was. We are.
Oh, you are. Okay, because he makes me feel like
Yes.
you're planning on moving.
Yeah. We haven't decided where yet, but we have some. We're like discussing it.
Okay. Because the way he makes me feel, he's like, you have these big dreams.
He's always told me that.
Big dreams. Dream big. Because
Yep.
he's saying, you have these big dreams. Dream like you
Yeah.
could manifest, you could create anything. So just know that how he's coming through, he says, dream big. Dream
Yeah.
big. Even when it feels like there's obstacles in your way, like dream big. Now, can I get personal, Stacy?
Sure.
Okay. So you know how sometimes we have people that come in and out of our life for whatever reason. It's not right or wrong or bad or good. It's none of those things. But he makes you feel like making a U-turn. Now, when I say about a U-turn, it's going back within yourself. So you're like it's a U, like a U-turn, but going back within yourself. Does that resonate?
I went back to school.
I feel like this has to do with a relationship.
Oh, I bet it's my. Well, he's been my husband for 16 years, but um, my dad never. My dad knew him. He was my high school sweetheart, and we got back together after 25 years.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. But he makes me feel like
Okay.
a U-turn. And I don't say like a U-turn like you're turning around going back the other way. No, like a U-turn like you're going back within yourself. So
Mm,
just know how he's coming through. I feel like it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be, a
okay.
parental relationship. It could be a friend relationship. It could be, or he could be referencing your brother. But just know how he's coming through because he makes me feel like a U-turn, like going back within yourself.
Okay.
Okay. And then also the number 16 or the 16th of any month, birthday, anniversary, or passing.
Yes, my birthday.
Okay.
Oh,
So
16th.
just remember this U-turn right back into you. In
Okay.
other words, fill
Okay.
your cup first.
Oh wow.
Fill your cup
Sounds like my
first.
dad.
So he is.
All right.
I
Thank
do
you.
feel like he's making me feel like this U-turn. Like, make sure you're full as well.
Right.
Does that make
Yeah,
sense
because
to you?
I always put everybody else first, and he would always say, shoot for the stars, and don't settle for less. Put it out there in the universe, and it'll be yours. So I guess I need to start listening to him.
Well, yeah. Well, he knows. So he's coming from a broader perspective. He's an infinite intelligence.
Right.
He's bathing in pure love. So he's in that light. He knows. So just remember this U-turn. Everything goes back within yourself, and you got to
Right.
you got to take care of yourself first. And I know some people are like, well, that sounds selfish. It's actually not, because if you're giving from an empty cup, you're really not giving, because it's coming from
Yeah, because nobody else is going to do it for you.
nope, only
So
you. Now he's also showing me sewing buttons.
sewing buttons.
So
Yeah, my son sews, and I don't. and he would always tell me. I mean, my son started sewing when he was probably 8, maybe, and he would always say, "Your son can sew, but you can't." I'm like, well, no, I can't.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Now he's older though. Your son is older because he makes you feel like older, like he's gotten older.
Yes, he is now. Yes.
Okay, because he makes you feel like now he's older. And I also know there's a military connection, Stacy.
My husband was in the Marines, and my dad was in the Army also.
Okay, as long as you understand. And he's making reference to mom. Mom's still here living for you?
No, she passed.
Okay, so because he's making reference to mom. Wait, there's a cancer connection with mom.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so know how he's coming through. Your mom is coming through because I know there's a cancer connection.
Yeah.
Who like a
I talk
mom
to her
here?
every day.
I'm sorry.
I talk to her every day since she's passed. I mean, people say it gets easier, and this has been 3 years ago, and it just doesn't get easier for me. I don't know.
No,
I don't
no. There's no right or wrong way to grieve, and please don't let anybody tell you like it's been 3 years, 10 years, 20 years. You need to get over it because that's not how grief works. So always do that U-turn. Always go back within yourself. Okay.
Right.
Now, as mom's coming through, there's a mom energy still here living. She's highlighting.
She's highlighting my aunt. She's my bonus mom. Ever since my mom's passed, she promised my mom that she would be there for me and take care of me and stuff. And so yeah, she's talking about her sister D.
Okay.
My bonus mom.
And then mom is also saying she likes the orange flowers, Stacy.
Are you kidding me? Okay, every year on my birthday, thanking her, for having me and stuff. Well, and Mother's Day. This Mother's Day, I sent my aunt orange, but they were like sunflowers, orange sunflowers.
I love that.
And and nobody knew that they were like that, except for me, because she sent me a picture of them.
Well, guess what? Mom and dad know.
Yeah.
They know.
Oh my gosh.
They know. And then mom's also showing me, I feel like with your mom, I feel like this sense of humor with her, but it was a different kind of sense of humor, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
She's showing me a rolling pin, like you roll out dough with.
Mm-hmm.
What's this rolling pin connection?
Well, my dad and her had gotten to an argument, and he went to bed, and she pushed the covers over his head and was hitting him with a rolling pin. So, and I've got the rolling pin. So keep it in the family.
Right. Well, I'm known for random and quirky things, and I love that. So this is your mom and nobody else's mom, and your father coming through as well. And I'm also being shown, I think this is duck feathers.
Yeah. My dad used to pluck feathers, ducks. They would kill them and then pluck them. They'd have a Saturday that a bunch of them would get together and do that. And I was always like, oh, I just couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand the look of them, the feel of them, any of it. So it was just, ugh.
Yeah, I love how he brought it to my awareness. So he just said duck feathers. He didn't show me anything else because I'd be the same as you. He just said duck feathers.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah. And then he's also referencing vinyl records, but the way he's showing it, there's a Michael Jackson connection, like vinyl records and Michael Jackson.
I know he used to have this collection of vinyl records. I mean, they were so old that one of them was a paper thin record. It was so old. Wow. But Michael Jackson. I'm gonna have to look into that one.
To be honest, I feel like this is a current event.
Okay.
So you know how the vinyl records are kind of coming back, and then there's a love of Michael Jackson. So I'll leave that there with you, so you could just kind of jot that down, and you could find that out later. And then he's also showing me Now they're both coming through. I'm also being shown tapioca pudding.
Oh, I love tapioca pudding, and my dad didn't like it. He said it was like eyeballs.
What does eyeballs taste like?
I don't know. He's like, it just reminds me of eyeballs, and I just love that stuff. And he hated that, if I was eating it, I'd have to go into a different room because he just couldn't take it.
Okay, duck feathers and then
So,
tapioca pudding. There we go. We all have our nuances,
exactly.
right?
Yep.
So just remember the vinyl records, and then also
Okay.
Michael Jackson, and then the son or the two boys that he's referencing. One of those is connected to driving truck.
Yeah, my brother Bob is a semi driver.
Okay, can I get personal with this?
Uh-huh.
Has he been off work for a little bit?
Well, he's thinking about changing jobs because the company he's working for isn't, and he's taken a couple extra days off, but I mean, he's still working there.
Okay, that's fine. I just feel like there's a delay or there's time off. So again, know how this is coming through. Everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to work out. So like, I know it's easier said than done, but no worries.
Right. Good. I'll be
Okay.
happy to hear that.
All right. And then listen, your family
right.
showed up. They're not leaving yet.
Sounds like them.
I can't help it. Now, Mom is showing me the picture that you have of the zebra. It looks like a zebra.
Really?
Yes.
It's a zebra. We went to a circus type thing, and my daughter had her picture taken with a zebra, and it's on my mantle in my living room.
That's fabulous. So where you're sitting will be to the right of you in the other room?
Yes.
Okay. Because she's saying the picture with the zebra, and then you said that piece, and then she's saying where you're sitting to the right of you in the other room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
As long as you understand.
I do.
Mom is saying wait, hold on a second. Mom is singing a song. Hang on. I feel I'm not musically inclined like this, so I'm going to do my best, Stace, okay?
Okay.
So I'm not sure if this is like Lonesome Star or like Lonesome Loser or Lonesome Star.
I don't know.
Okay, I think there's a song like Lonesome Loser.
Okay. That's not saying much from me. She's calling me a loser?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. But again, this is her quirky sense of humor coming through.
Right.
So, somebody said sing it, Teresa. You do not want me to sing, you guys. And I could be absolutely misinterpreting her. So bear with me for a second. She makes me feel like lonesome. Okay, I know there's lonesome. I know there's a star connection.
Lonesome Dove?
What's that?
It's a song.
Lonesome Dove?
It's a country. Yeah, it's a country song. And she was always listening to country, cleaning house, and we just, all of us, well, my sister and I, just kind of would join in with her, and that was one of the songs, Lonesome Dove.
Lonesome Dove. Okay, is there a star connection with this?
A star sings it. I don't know. I don't know.
I'll leave that there with you. But I know she's singing, and I was like, I have no idea what this is, especially if it's country. I really don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But she's getting me there. But if it's that song, that's fine. Just remember the star. I know there's a star connection with this.
Okay. I'll write it down with Michael Jackson.
And you said it's Lonesome Dove. I said, okay, what is this?
Yeah.
Lonesome Loser, Lonesome Star. I feel like I'm not. She's singing it though. But this is a song that you guys sing together, yes?
Yes, we listened to it together. Okay. I didn't sing it; she did.
And there's Amanda. What's the A name? Still here living.
my cousin's name is Amanda, and we call her Mandy.
Okay, Amanda, because I heard Amanda. Again, just know how this is coming through, okay?
Okay.
All right, my friend, do you have any questions?
No, I mean, it seems like she's been watching over me like I've been praying that they have, and I know that everything's going to work out. And I thank you so much for this. This is just something I've needed.
Stacy, you are very welcome. Again, it's out of their love for you, and she is. And I know that you've been talking to your mom. I know you really miss your mom as well as your father. But she knows.
Yeah.
She knows what's going on, what's taking place. So continue to talk to her.
Okay, I
Uh,
will. Thank you so much.
All right, my friend. You take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Let's send her lots of love, please, and thank you.